What is it? You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for? I doubt that. I check my schedule regularly, and this conversation was not on the budget. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure. Hold on. I didn't say we should stop. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me. Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the Underbelly and top. Discarded items are her specialty. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time. Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. Until next time.
Scram, I'm on the way.
While we're here, we should swing by Hope Tech Star Yard and see if they have anything interesting for sale.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic and perhaps a bit of a dreamer. But you have to admire what he's accomplished.
Folks from all over the Freestar Collective come here looking for work. Think of it as a small picture, big picture proposition. The small picture is local trouble, things that happen. Handling that is local security's job. smuggling rings, escaped convicts, pirates preying on shipping. Those are the kind of things we handle. Bye.
Hey.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Just want to get all these approvals.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Pardon.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
Please, warning. I am programmed to prioritize the completion of my tasks over the safety of...
Seems like the crypt. We're going to be visiting the astral lab while we're here. I mean, that's a given, right?
Hey there. Got an update for me? Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged a bonus through Linden. Apparently, you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate. You earned it. So, back to business. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that... Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area. You'll find the Trident Luxury Line star yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught, and don't make a mess. Captain, where are you headed next?
Corco, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't like getting around to a dome, you understand?
Fine, okay. I'm going.
luxury lines can help you.
Docking procedure is complete.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
Hey there.
I'm not certain why we're visiting this star yard. It's doubtful any of us have the credits to afford these overpriced vessels.
Just making sure everyone feels safe. Take it easy.
Rest assured that every inch of a Trident luxury ship was reviewed by myself. And my trusty staff, of course. What are you doing here? Philippe didn't say I should be expecting someone. This is the very heart of Trident, and we don't need strays. Oh, and it tells jokes, too. Well, I suppose since you're here, enjoy being in the presence of greatness. It's here that we create the next generation of Trident starships. Oh, yes, I am. I am Gladys Coffin, Chief Architect of Trident. If you have any other questions, make it fast. Listen, if you want to talk about the max safe tonnage of the Astra, or me, I design the future. What? Well, fortunately for me, you're a pin. Oh my. Balancing elegance with the strict engineering requirements of space. An art I'm particularly skilled in. Am I famous? Oh, why, thank you. Yes, I've recently won my second Grand Nova Award for Excellence. It's a great honor, but after receiving so very many awards and... Yes, I do think I deserve some reward for my considerable virtuosity. I've heard some associates singing the praises of a certain something hailing from Neon. Velocity, I believe it is called. It's some drink or food or something else. I haven't any idea what it actually is, but my curiosity is getting the better. You seem to have nothing better to do. Would you care to go fetch me one of these velocities? Oh, fantastic. I look forward to seeing what all the excitement's about. In my line of work, one cannot be small-minded. Whatever you say.
It is an honor to be part of something so great.
Welcome to Trident.
Everything okay?
That lock didn't last very long.
You got some business here?
Freestar Security, stop running!
By the authority of the Freestar Collective, stand down! Good. We don't need any more trouble today.
The Freestar Collective's got a reputation for being a little lawless. That is not so.
You're out there a lot, right?
Just the person I wanted to see. Good work. R&D's been looking forward to this one. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ularu wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
That is an absolutely gorgeous statue. The craftsmanship, it's unparalleled. I wonder if it was hand-carved.
Mein company's future.
Can I help you? Name an appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
Oh, a few incidents here and there, but nothing we can't handle, right? I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. Good, because if not, I can't imagine we have much use for you here at Ryujin. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in, So, his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So, if you have negotiation skills, use them. Oh, you'll get the information if you want to hang on to your job. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just...
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Oh my god, you corporate types never cease to amuse me. Now I feel like I'm trapped in some kind of spy thriller B-movie.
You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I've got my eye on you.
Don't cause any trouble.
I've been waiting here for ages.
Back in Sidonia. Ah, I cherish these visits to the forgotten corners of the United Colony.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape. Miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Watch out for the robots. They're...
Dozens of Vanguard pilots.
I
I need to find a real bar. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
Well, that's a bit of a steep price for the information. I think you're overreaching.
For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth. Yeah, I hope so. I'm still willing to talk. That's what I'm hoping. All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now? You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Milai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived.
Now, wait a moment. I don't believe murdering bounty hunters was included with the corporate job description.
You're doing me a tremendous... Milai's ship is called the Datura. And like I said, you can find her... Just remember, once I have the gun, you'll get what you want. It's a good deal. I get peace of mind, and you...
Counted for. We're ready to depart.
That's bad enough. State your business or I open fire. That's more like it. So, tell me what you're doing here. I'll decide whether or not to strip you for salvage. I'm looking for a lot of people. And none of them are any business of yours. Simon's been trying to kill me for years, and failed. Miserably. So, why haven't you opened fire, Talk. Simon will never stop. The man will hold a grudge until his dying breath. perhaps. But just how do you propose we manage that? Because I intend on staying very much alive. He wants the very thing that protects my life. Of course he does. He knows I would never... All right. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word you won't be harmed, for whatever that's worth.
Airlock integrity looks good.
Now, you're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Pester? You think I'm a pest?
Oh, never.
I'm impressed. Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. We were a thing for a while, until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive and suffering. The first time Ember and I met, she was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. She's saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean. I don't think so. You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship. I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind. I'll take my chances. So you're the... Just enough of this. I'm done. This'll be fun.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo. Clean sip there.
Careful. Low gravity means one wrong step and you could go flying.
Look who survived the devil herself. Well, either that or you decided to pay up. So, that lying she-devil finally got what's coming to her. I've been looking over my shoulder for the past 5 years now, just wondering when she'd show up to put a bullet in my chest. We loved each other. For a time. But when you're in our line of work, relationships become the best weapon to hold against you. I betrayed her, and her brother paid the price. It's not something I'm proud of.
Not something you're proud of? You should be completely mortified. How could you do that to Malai?
Let's hope it's finally possible. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Yes, let's. Enough about the past. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Nice doing business with you.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what?
Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. Who's even got a catchy code name? Project Dominion.
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me. Find anything useful on there?
Don't you have something to do with it?
And accessories for all your
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity Ltd prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
So much for having faith in our security team.
I've got my eye on you.
This deal could be huge for my company.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department.
We're initiating Security Directive Theta.
which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. It's certainly a failing. But for now, we're focusing on redemption. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her. But he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. Believe me, if this mole slipped past us, it would have slipped past anyone. I won't go into the nature of our practices, but our methods are second to none. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. If you get caught, the guards will follow standard procedure and lock you up in a cell for questioning, provided you don't provoke them. And I strongly advise against provoking them. These are your fellow employees. We want this to go as smoothly as possible. At least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up. Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards. So stealth will be of utmost importance. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first. Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. including my own. No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. And last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do. You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape. Try telling that to their loved ones. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial. Bad luck. That sounds familiar. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us. After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja. You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Ebside's a bad place for tourists these days. The whole area's gone to hell.
You're in the right place, baby. Everyone.
It's messed up when a guy like me is better off than those people carving chasm or working a desk job. You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved. Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I haven't agreed to now pay up. While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to hit up one more work. It's Camden Cho's. Just run.
We have something called integrity. You should try using it sometime.
Suit yourself. So why don't we get back to that payment? And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. Cost is a given. A pleasure, as always. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ularu Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ularu has is bound to take some real work. More than my little setup here can handle. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
I wish some of these robots were within Constellation's budget. They'd be an immense help to our operations.
You're not authorized to be here. I'm holding you for trespassing. Nice try, but the building is off limits. You sure didn't get in by any authorized means. Sorry, but... Look, I'd like to help, but... Well, if you say so. Look, I'll trust you, but if any of us catch you on another floor, we'll shoot first and ask questions later.
I'll never leave Neon. For someone in my business, there's no better place. So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping. Just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the trade tower, so I'll at least give you some credit. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look.
All of that money at their disposal and a cutting-edge megacorp like Ryujin can't prevent a hacker from leeching their data. Unbelievable.
The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. You do that. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
Save it for someone who gives. I'm not. Don't cause any trouble. They know how to make a client.
You have the files. It seems your time spent in the tower didn't go so well. Our legal team is taking care of the deceased. I only hope you got the data Nix needed. I expected as much. Now, let's see what we have here. I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. Well, she has the means and access. But things are rarely so cut and dry.
Imogen? She doesn't seem the type. But maybe that's a tactic. If she had me thinking that way, perhaps it proves that she's a master manipulator.
Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. You have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak. Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers.
I've been waiting here for ages.